Alright there guys, Sowerz here again, and I know we haven't uploaded much recently over the last week or two, but since I got back from my series I kind of got a bit of a nasty cold, and yeah, it's kind of affected my streaming a bit, and speaking kind of hurt because I had a bit of a sore throat, so I kind of laid off for a bit. But yeah, I'm kind of back, I'm getting a bit better now. I'm probably going to do a bit of streaming after I've done this commentary actually, so yeah, and talking of streams, I now hit 1k followers on my Twitch stream, so all of you guys who are subscribed on here and follow that stream, thank you very much for that. And yeah, it's something I've been trying to aim to get throughout Black Ops 2, and so it's good to actually finally hit 1,000 followers. And I'll be streaming a lot more, like I say, especially when I sort my team out. And I just quickly want to update on that. As you can see in the gameplay, I'm still playing, you know, with the Visions guys, things like that. But as to do with the team, I'd say in about a week, we're probably going to start. I'm probably going to start getting somewhere with knowing what I'm going to be doing team-wise, organisation-wise. And once that's sorted, whatever happens, I'll be able to upload a lot more content. Whether it be deserter scrims for my team, live comms, which I know a lot of you guys have been asking to see, and obviously other types of content like gameplay analysis will return on this game. I'll do it for every map, every game type. I'll go through it. And obviously as well, I did start doing some Master League gameplays and things like that, and I think I will still do some of them because I know a lot of the new subscribers wanted to see a lot of that. But what I'll do is I'll only upload Master League gameplays which I think are going to be a good watch. Maybe it's a close game against some players that we might know, or like some really good comebacks which I've uploaded before and I get a lot of good comments about them. So yeah, I'll be quite selective with what I upload league player wise. But if you guys want to see any kind of content, comment below. I'm happy to do any kind of content you guys want to see. And if you know certain kind of content, like say if more people want to see Master League or more people want to see gameplay analysis, I'll do more of them. Whatever you guys want, I'll do. But yeah, just a quick channel update there, just so you guys know why there's not been as much content over the last week or two, and hopefully you can get back on the right track now. I'm feeling a bit better. But yeah, I mean, in this I kind of did want to wrap up just a bit about that, because I'm getting loads of questions about my team, and like I say, it will be sorted soon, and when it is, things will be good for the channel and for streaming and things like that. But I want to actually talk a bit about Black Ops 2, and I haven't really done it as much as I would have liked actually. I did plan on doing a lot more commentaries about what I thought of the game, the guns, things like that, the game types, but I haven't done as much as I might have wanted to do. So I'm going to do a bit of talk now about the SMGs and how I felt that the game played on LAN, because I'm getting a lot of people saying what SMGs were best on LAN, which ones were as good as they were online, things like that. And it's kind of strange because online we're not, a lot of players who are AR players usually just have one gun, so they're kind of used to having one gun, and I think on this game it's kind of the same thing. But for SMGs on this game, there's so many options, perk wise, gun wise, and it is a good thing. And I tweeted out about it, saying I can't even make my mind up what I want to do gun wise yet, but there's so many good options gun wise, and it's a good thing. I think good to see variation. Like for instance at iSeries I used the MSMC, I think Zanity did as well most of the time, but Excellence and Tommy both used the PDW. But that's just, I think it's more to do with preference really. I mean, it is kind of hard to tell which gun's the best, because not everything is about which gun's the best, it's more about which gun you prefer using. And I guess that's similar to do with sensitivity as well. Like, I did want to kind of come across this as well, because when I'm streaming I get asked all the time, what's your sensitivity? But sensitivity, once again, is pretty much something that is about preference. It's not that a higher sensitivity is better than a lower one, Some people have used higher ones on the past CODs, but the reason people got away with it on Black Ops 1, I think, is because the auto-aim on that game was ridiculous. You go play it now, you put your aim on somebody, it literally sticks onto them, so you could play on a really high sensitivity on that game. But for Modern Warfare 3, people had to lower their sensitivities a lot, their auto-aim wasn't as much. And I think on this game, the auto-aim is still good up close, you still get a bit of auto-aim up close, but I think at long range, you almost get no auto-aim on this game. And I think really lower sensitivities are better on this game still. I don't think going on to a higher one benefits you, and I get a lot of people saying, oh, why do you use a low sensitivity? I play on 5 sensitivity at the moment. It's not really that low, a lot of people think it's all about turning on people when you're playing Call of Duty and pulling off a mint kill, and oh yeah, I just turned on that guy, oh yeah, 8 sensitivity is amazing. I usually say to people that sensitivity as a player on Call of Duty, you want to be making the kills that you should be making. So on a lower sensitivity, you can make kills at medium range look really simple. You have a steady aim, you're finishing off the kills that you should be making. But when you're on a high sensitivity, people struggle to aim. You know, I watch people at LAN who are using high sensitivities, or I see gameplays, and you can see people struggling with high sensitivities, trying to just make simple kills, which on 4 or 5 cents you'd make easily. But then when they're running out, you can see the way they're playing that they're playing in a style which is, I can turn on anybody because I'm on a high sense. But turning on players, you can do it on lower sensitivities, and it's not important. Like I said, the most important thing is being able to finish off the kills that you should be making. So bear that in mind when you're choosing your sensitivity. And it's the same with your gun, really. I mean, at the moment I'm preferring the MSMC. For me, it's just the most consistent SMG at the moment. And I'm running 2 attachments now. I used to run 3, but I'm trying to get more perks, things like that. But it really is all about preference, guys. I'm really impressed with how Treyarch can manage to balance out the guns. I really am, because there isn't a gun that's overpowered, really. I'm actually getting people saying about the FAL being overpowered. So I knew really it might be an undiscovered gun, because I've had a few French players contact me saying, I won't name names, but they were saying it's overpowered. They were using it in scrims, things like that, and it's been really powerful for them, and everybody's now using it. So I guess we'll see if it comes into the UK side of gameplay and other teams' gameplays. But yeah, like I say, I mean, the constant updates we're getting from Treyarch have definitely helped, I think, as well. But they did do an update recently, which I mentioned in the last commentary, and I don't think it really changed much. I mean, the PDW seems to recoil a bit more noticeably, but other than that, there's not really been much. The stun grenades, they're still really, really powerful, but as much as people complain about them, and even I complain about them as well, they are powerful, but they are needed in game types like CTF, because I feel like CTF on this game is a lot worse than other Call of Duties. I feel like it's so hectic because the maps are not as simple in a way, because I know they're smaller, they're smaller than what other CODs have been as an overall package, but you look at them on all of their free maps, for example Arcade, and really it was quite a simple map. There wasn't many cut-offs on the map, so that means that map control is a lot more important. So if your team has map control in Arcade, and you can literally pin the team in, hold the spawns a lot easier, but on this game I find there's a lot of buildings, windows, and ways to switch routes. So trying to get map control is a lot harder on this game, meaning that CTF isn't about map control as much. Now what teams are doing is they're resorting to sitting back on their flag and defending it and camping on it, and little crazy flag pulls are paying off, because you can just pull a flag and you can change your route. So without stun grenades, people will be pulling flag grenades, I don't know where that came from, flags, and they'd just be getting away straight away. So I think stuns are needed in some form. Whether we're restricted to one stun is still yet to be decided. And while I'm talking about rules, I want to just sum this up, because there's been a lot of talk on Twitter, and a lot of people tweet me as if I'm some sort of god of the Rules Council. But I've said this before, there's not only me in the Rules Council. I am the one who makes all the final decisions. Yeah, I've been in it the longest out of the people in there, but everybody has an even say, and we get some people in the council who come in, and they're all up for it at first, but then eventually, when they realise that responsibility comes with it, and you do get hate off people, a lot of them leave it because they don't want to be seen as the bad guy, and they don't want to lose their reputation, if you like. But for me, I'm in it because I want to make the game as good as it can be, whether that means I take stick or not. That's why I do it. And yeah, you do get a lot of stick from being in the Rules Council, but people need to understand it's not just the players either that decide it. Some people who represent organisations have a say, and I'm not going to name names again, but there's a lot of things to take into account. It's not just about what works on the game, what makes the game enjoyable. You've got to think about LAN events, how the game's going to run for schedules. There's all sorts to take into account. But in saying that, we do want to try and get a universal rule set, and from talking to some of the American players, it doesn't look very likely, because I'm not really sure what the NA community want. I know that some of the top players want score streaks because it means more viewers, they believe, as far as what they've been saying to me, and that brings a lot of benefits, obviously. But I've already talked about this in another one. I really don't think it works like that, but if that's how they see it, that's how they see it. But that's not a route we're going to be taking, because our community doesn't want that. We do listen to the community, and obviously everybody would go berserk if score streaks were in, and I've always been against them as well. As much as I can see how score streaks might allow public players to come in, I still think there's another way to go about it. But I think we'll find out after the Fag Cup 4 finishes. That's when we'll find out if we are going to be doing a universal rule set or not. And at the moment, I think it's doubtful, which is a shame. But at the same time, I think the Sowerz always led the way in terms of having a skillful rule set. And once we can kind of like cross out the idea of there not being a universal rule set, then we can really get into the nitty gritty with the rules. And people are saying that we haven't banned enough, but that's because we wanted to keep the doors open for the Americans in the future. We don't want to ban everything and then have to unban it. It's better to just ban things that are at the moment overpowered, and then you talk to the Americans and then see what else needs banning or what doesn't need banning. So that's the idea of it at the moment, so I guess we'll see on that in the future. But yeah, I know the gameplay's finishing now, guys. That was just a quick Deserter scream in the background, which I played with some Visions players and some other guys. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this commentary. Like I said, there's going to be a lot more content coming on the channel. And I'm going to be doing a question and answer video soon as well about Black Ops. If you guys want to ask other questions regarding the game online, things like that. It could be to do with rules as well, whatever. But make sure you post your comments below if you have any questions at all. And I'll probably tweet out as well asking for questions. And I'll answer as many as I can. And if I get more, if I get enough, I'll do 2 videos or 3 videos of it. And do 1 each week or something like that. But yeah, like I said, post your comments below. Please drop the video a like as well, guys. And you can follow me on Twitter at Sowerz if you want to tweet me some questions as well. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next commentary. Take it easy.